Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday and we are going to hopefully get the sleigh done today. This will be the last stream for this page. Hopefully we'll be able to get touch on everything and then I'll be able to finish it off. Hello Britt, hello Dawn, hello Yana, hello everyone out there in Lurker land. I appreciate you all being here. So, yeah, I did get the roof done. I did get the paw in his cap all in there as he flew to the window. Good morning, Kathleen. So I have a friend on my desk today. So Bob printed me little Christmas bear, and he's sitting on my desk. So if I start playing with something, you know what it is. Merry Christmas to you too, Dawn. I'm going to zoom you in. Now the camera will fluctuate a little bit because now it's having a hissy fit. And we're going to, yeah, let's start on the sleigh just because it's the larger area. And then we'll get into the detail bit. It is cute, isn't it? All right, so we're going to do the sleigh in greens. So we're going to start with a dark green. So we're going to use emerald green, a little bit of seaweed, and some fern. Hello, Mona. Hello, Kenny. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all doing well. I spent the last couple of days in the office for work, and on Monday I start my training. So Monday I start on a regular schedule, but we've got all of the login stuff done and hello, Audrey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Or good evening to you. Um, enjoy your tidy up. So I'm going over all of the darker areas with the emerald green. There's a lot of shadow on this part of the sled because it is the back of the sled. It is further away from the light sources. So there will be a little bit more shadow work done on this part than on this part. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Mandy. And hello, Yana, if I didn't say hello. I don't remember if I did. I have to start taking memory supplements or something so I can remember what I do on a daily basis now. Before it wasn't important. Now it is. I'm okay. I'm okay. Busy. Little stressed about getting back into the workforce, but otherwise I'm good. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Forgot to check the camera and see where my hands were. All right. Now we're going to use seaweed. It's a customer care um, advocate in a call center for Assurant Insurance. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Kelly. Sorry if I missed you. Hello, Audrey. I think I said hello, Audrey, already earlier. You're cleaning the kitchen. It's okay. I'm just going to go back over here and color. So I'm just getting all the medium shadowed areas in, and then we'll put in the highlight area. So once again, this is seaweed, and it's going over top of the emerald and then extending out from it. And then the next one we're going to use is fern. Oy, yes, burnt on rice. That's never fun to get off a saucepan. Soak it. Sit down, take a break, soak it. Nope, that is not a fun job at all. Just as bad as leaving it on the stove and having it dry on. That sucks trying to get that off too. I think today or tomorrow I'm going to make some pfeffernusse, which in English is translated to pepper nuts. It's a very spicy ginger type cookie that's made with honey and syrups instead of sugar. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't made it in a long time. All right. Now I'm going to adjust this because for some reason, oh, well, isn't that nice of it? Hold on a sec. My camera just went really funky. Weird. Let's close that and then we'll reopen it. That's just weird. I don't know why it did that. It just completely went all wonky. uh, Took away my zoom and everything. All right. Let's turn that down a little bit. I have no idea why it did that. That's just, crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, so that is closer to the color. Wait on me. So we're going to have that panel green. And then for the tree, we're going to use metallic gold. So the ornament on the sled here. Yeah, it's called pepper nuts in English, or in German it's Pfeffernuss. They haven't arrived yet. They were all called back to the North Pole. And we're just going to take a little bit of dark umber. I'm just going around the edge where the black line is, giving it that golden edge color. They're a little bit too thin to do a full gold treatment on them. That's why I'm doing them this way. Yeah, I wish it worked that way, Yana. Sorry, concentration. But it seems to be a good workplace. I've met a couple of different people that are starting with me, and they're really nice. And the people that are supervisory are quite nice people, very sweet, very helpful, which is great. We'll see how long that lasts after training. All right, now we're going to do the sled area. So the top part here, we're going to start with dark brown. So this part here is all going to be wooden. I'm doing the shadow in the dark brown. The deep part of the shadow. This part here is going to be gold, but I need to do the brown areas first. And I'll move up so you can actually see what I'm doing. This little edge down here is going to be gold as well. But we're going to use more of the gold blend than the gold pencil, unlike the tree there in the center. All right, and then this side here. Up here. All right. Oh, my camera is just having all sorts of fun today, isn't it? Let's turn that down a little. My contrast was up a little too high. All right, now we're going to use rust as our next color. Actually, no, we're going to use brown as our next color. Hello, Shannon. Happy Saturday. I hope you are doing well. I did get my shift bid in the email. So my shift bid has me starting between 6 and 7 in the morning. I don't know what shift I have yet, but this is after training, so this isn't for training, this is after training. But the ones I've put the bid in for are starting at 6 in the morning and finishing at about 3:30. So that gives me plenty of time to get home and make dinner and do all of that sort of stuff before Monday night stream, so that's a good thing. I don't work Saturdays on any of the shifts, so Saturday morning stream is always going to be the same. We might go back to 6 o'clock instead of 6:30 for Monday night stream. Sorry, I was off camera. Those are the best elves, aren't they, Kenny? The husband elves. Yeah, early doesn't bother me. I can do early. Late, I'm not all that great with. I do stay up late sometimes, but I get sleepy and grumpy. And when you're dealing with customer care, best not to have a grumpy demeanor. All right, now we're going to use clay, which is number 39. Yeah, exactly. Avoid traffic completely. It only takes me 10 to 15 minutes to get to work anyway, but if I'm having if there's an icy day or something and a snowy day, then having that extra bit of time to get to and from work is always a good thing. I usually get up at about 5, so I'll have to get up a little bit earlier to start at 6. But I usually give myself about half an hour drive time to get to work, so this part here we want to have wood. I'd rather be 15 minutes early than 15 minutes late, so. Oh, I can work from home now if I wanted to. I just don't want to. I find especially with call center work, I prefer to work in the office. It's more of an uh, area where I can concentrate. I get distracted too easily at home, like with coloring pages. So I don't mind working in the office. The professional environment keeps me focused a little bit better. I will be taking a set of pencils and a book to work with me to spend the lunch hour on. I think during training I have an hour for lunch, and then after training I think it's half hour, which is fine because it shortens the day by half hour. So yes. I I could take calls while I'm coloring, absolutely. Um, you guys have trained me for that. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to have them at my desk. Otherwise, I would just color while taking calls. But I need to be able to access my keyboard and computer system and all those other things that you know, make it a job. Yeah. Yeah, I don't leave my home as it is, so this will be different for me. And like I said, I just find that I can concentrate better without getting distracted by my own things or my own chores than if I'm at home. Because I would, because I'm a scatterbrain. So I'm just going over the darker areas, blending that into the lighter area, and building that color up. So right now I'm just using the dark brown. And then the brown. What's that white spot? This white spot right here? It's the runner of the sled, so there's an edge, so the thickness of the sled. Yeah, this one here. So as you come down the edge of the sled is the thickness of the sled. Further down over here. So this area here is the roll of the sled. So this part here is going to be gold. And then down here is sled, sled, sled. And down here, there's a little white spot there that's sort of like this. So this little part right here is actually going to be gold because it's got a border like the green. So if you were to see the whole sled, there's a panel that runs down the sled that has decoration in it as well. So right here. And I know typically I do Santa's sleigh red, but I don't want to take away from the red of the chimney and the red of Santa and the red of the bells because this is going to be done the same way as the reindeer's bells, and we're going to do those red too. So doing the sleigh red would have taken away from all of that, so that's why I'm doing it wood. Thank you. So if I do it wooden with golden accents and green accents, it will stand out better and not blend and take away from the red areas. That's what my brain is telling me, so that's what I'm sticking to. Just going through with the brown, blending that into that lighter color. And then the dark brown. Yeah, I just didn't want to take too much away from the highlight of the page, which is Santa Claus. So. And just going to blend it all together with the clay. Right, so there we have the wooden part of our sled. Now there's a indent. So this outer edge is going to be gold. The inner edge is going to be green, just like the panel. So we're going to color that. Now we're going to go from light to dark on the inner panel just because it's so small. And it makes it a lot easier to maintain the detail. And the highlight. So I want the highlight to stand out, but I want to be able to maintain that detail and that curvature. So now we're going to take emerald. So I started off with fern. Now I'm taking emerald, and we're going to start putting in that detail. And that depth. All right, dust it off. And then we're going to use the seaweed. Enhance the shadow. Like so. Now we're going to go into our golden colors. So we're going to take our dandelion. And we're going to start with the light color. And then we're going to take brown. There's brown. I think there's brown. And we want this to be really sharp for this area. And then we've got another line that's over here, so we've got to put a shadow there because that does come down into the slit. Same with here. blending it in a little bit. Putting in little bits of that brown to give that antique golden look. You can also come in with a little bit of the actual metallic gold and go back over it just to give it that golden color. Thank you. Alright, and then we're going to do the edge around the, so we're going to do this little tiny piece here. And we're going to put a little bit of that brown into it. Blend that in. This is showing the inside of that edge. So we're going to go a little deeper with the shadow here. Like so. And then we're going to come back through with that dandelion. And we're going to blend that brown into that yellow. Like so. Alright, so we're going to do the under rail. So this is the under part of the sled that's connected to these curves, these curls. So we're going to do those curls in the gold. Hello, Della. So I'm going to move you down a little bit because I'm running out of room here. Okay, my camera really does not like doing that. So let's go zoom back in. And then we're going to tilt you down like so. I don't know why my camera is being a fuss pot, but we'll leave it be. All right. Okay, autofocus is not on. You can stop autofocusing. And then this area here, this area here, and these areas are going to be golden. Same with on the other side here. So we're going to do the highlight, and then we're going to blend in. The bottom runner is going to be black and silvery black. All right, so then we're going to come in with our brown. This one we're going to actually use our dark browns as well for those deeper shadow areas. And then we're going to blend it all in with the dandelion. All right, so now we're going to use the dark brown. Just concentrating that deeper color into those shadow areas. All right. And then we're going to do the same up here. And bring in that brown. Sharpen the dark brown. I love Elf. It's such a cute movie. All right. And then coming back over with the dandelion. Good morning, Noelle. And just reestablishing a little bit of that darker area, like so. And then we'll do the other side. Oh, goodness, Kelly, I'm sorry. Being sick is no fun. The dark brown. Okay, I'm going to turn the autofocus on and off. Maybe it'll stop doing that. That's annoying. And come back in with that dandelion. Oh, now it's out of focus. Hi, vey. That's better. It is just doing its own thing. Yeah, it needs a boot, that's for sure. I don't know about a reboot, but it needs a boot. I did some updates the other day, and it's been acting silly ever since. OBS has its own thing it likes to do with updates. All right, so there is our runners. Most of the sleigh is done. We've got a little bit up here that we need to do in the gold. So let's get that done before I forget. Because I will forget. All right, and there we have the sled area. We're going to do the runners. So we're going to start off with dark gray. Lurk away, Sue, and hello, hello, hello. It is a blustery day. So we're going to do the highlight areas in dark gray. Like so. And then we're going to come in with black. And we're going to do the runners. And then we'll move on to the things in the sled. Yep, it is down here too. It's been rainy and chilly. Last night it was quite windy, and the wind was really cold. I didn't like it. Just blending into that gray. And we're just going to take that dark gray again. This is actually the slate gray, which is what I wanted to put over the top to give it that little bit of metallic blue gray shine to it. I picked up the slate gray and then forgot it was in my hand. But it is what I wanted, so now we're just going to blend that in. The dark gray gives you that lighter gray highlight, and then the slate gray gives you that metallic kind of reflection color. And there we have that. Now we're going to do the other side here. We're going to start with our light gray. It's all right. Little ones can send the emojis. Do they want to see Santa Claus? There's Santa Claus. He's watching them. Sorry, off screen. All right, and then slate gray. Just come back with the black, blend it down. Like so. All right, so there is the sled part done. Now I'm gonna see if we can, well, we'll work from here. I want to zoom you in a little bit more so that we can get the toys in there. All right, so we're going to do the bells first, and then we'll get started on the toys. So we're going to start off with Rose. We're going to work our way into where the bells are here. Now I'm slowly turning it so that I can get the right direction on the shadow that I'm putting in. All right. My goodness, I really want my camera to stop doing what it's doing. It's really annoying. And then we're going to take red. Now there's a bell there and a bell here. Make sure you don't cover over your bells. Oh, can Della not hear me? Did I miss something? Probably did. I miss things all the time. Okay, as long as you can, as long as you guys can hear me, that's good. As long as my sound is okay, then I'm good with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, she has a bit of an issue when at home with her sound sometimes in Discord too. So, all right, and then we're going to take a little tiny bit of crimson. There it is. It's like, where did my crimson go? Right in front of your face. Okay, you can hear me now? Good. Good, good, good. Della, if you want, I can show you your stickle holder after stream. Well, at the end of stream, I mean. And then for our bells, And come in with a bit of yellow. Because I want these to be a little bit brighter than the gold on this sled. Like the bells on the reindeer. And then we're going to take the brown. Okay, I will show it at the end of stream. Remind me. Yeah, exactly. It's like the old commercials. How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay. And then a little bit of, let's just take a little bit of that gold. And then go back to the yellow. All right. Welcome back, Dawn. All right, so now we're going to do our little horsey fella, and this is where we're going to start bringing those colors in. So the little horsey fella, I think I want him to be a nice little blue horse. So we're going to start with sky blue. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do the shadows first. So I'm going to start with azure. This will help us determine where things are. Do the stitching. I'll come back through with a darker blue for the stitching as well, but and the mane. Alright, so now I want, I think Yale blue is the next color I want. Putting in the stitches. And the flicks in the hair. And I completely covered his ear. So let's see if we can uncover that. I colored his ear into the chimney and didn't even notice it. Nobody told me. So we will just cover his ear with blue and pretend that it never happened. You won't see a thing. Exactly, exactly. We'll just color it in and nobody will know the difference. Aw, thank you. And these are toys, so of course they don't have to be realistic in their colorations. Stuffed animals are not always the color of a natural animal, so go wild with them if you want to. This is this is where your imagination gets to have fun, is when you're coloring things that are not necessary to be natural. Like the giraffe back here. I'm going to do it pink. Just saying. All right. Just coming back through with that dark, dark blue so that we can put in that hair color and shadow area, the deeper shadow area, and his stitches. Like so. Okay. Now this is a choo-choo train, and we're going to do the choo-choo train red. Because why not, right? Exactly. So we're going to start with sangria. And we're going to do it red and silver. Or maybe red and green. We might do it red and green. And then we're going to come in with crimson for the highlight area. Okay. Yep, toys can be any color you want. Now we're going to come in with the emerald. And then seaweed. And then fern. And there we have our choo-choo train. And it's going. I do not know what's going on with this, but it's really got to stop because it's really annoying me. There we go, that's a little better. I haven't blended it, so all of the little flecks are, of course, unblended color. So, all right. Now for our clown back here, we're going to take a little bit of orchid. I think that's what, yeah. Thank you. Ah, yes, a purple drum. That'd be awesome. So we're going to start with a little bit of orchid on his face as our shadow, because we're going to be doing his face in white, except for around his lips, which we're going to do in red. So we're going to actually take red. I need it a little bit sharper. And around his eyes, we're going to do red as well. Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling tired, Dawn. And we're going to take the white. And we're going to blend that purple in. Like so. And then for his hair, we're going to use a bit of orange. Because why not, right? clown. They're supposed to have orange hair, right? Well, it's a jester, but you know. And then we're going to take this one. And take the blue. To do the ruffle. And the white. Now, excuse me, got the hiccups now. Now I think I'm going to use trying to think of what color to do his outfit. Well, let's start with Yale blue. Let's do a blue and let's do blues. Blues and whites. Just the outfit here. Because he's going to be a misfit clown. Because why not, right? Now, if he was sad all the time, I could color him pink. And he would match well with the misfit clowns. I'm just going to take that white. And blend that in. And then we're going to take dark teal. I've got a little bit more that back there. I think I'll come in with a little bit of the dark blue here, just for shadowing. And then and now that I see it up against the horse, I probably shouldn't have chose those colors, but oh well. It's fine. All right, let's do the drum. Yes, it's fine. We're going to do the drums, so we're going to start with cool gray. We're going to take white. dandelion color. Because the drum skin is usually a creamy white color, but with the shadow we needed to put that gray in there. And the white calms down the yellow out of the cream color. Then we're just going to blend it all with the white. And I'm using the white from the pencil set so that I don't get too bright of a white. Where if I was to use a Prisma, it would take over and be too bright. Alright, so let's do the drum pa pum pum. So we're going to take eggplant first. There's little bands there that are holding the drum together. So those we're going to cover in silver. I think that's a ball back there. And this is her bonnet there. Okay. This is a drum there. And then we're going to use, do I want Concord? No, I want purple. Oh, that's really cool. Hello, bee. We're just going to use purple. Blend that color all together here. Okay, now we're actually going to take the metallic silver and we're going to take a bit of black. Oh, that's really cool. I need the black to be sharper. Oh, cool. Not too many people have long hair anymore, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to allow mine to get because it's starting to be an issue. I'm just going to blend that in a little with the gray, cool gray. Seems that braiding my hair at night and sleeping on it is giving me headaches. So, all right, so there we have our drum, our rum pa pum pum. Now for our little dolly, we're going to try to make her look like a little dolly. Little tiny details don't help, so. I'm using salmon. And then ballet slippers. Goodness, it's already 11:30. What? And you can barely see any color on there at all. Let's see. Okay, this is really, really bugging me. Hold on a sec. I don't know why it is doing that. It is really annoying. I'm gonna have to restart my computer or something because even my focus is off now. Ay vey. Yeah, you can barely see it, but there is color there, I promise. See, I can move it up here so you can actually see. There's pink. There is color, I promise. All right, now we're going to put some pink cheeks on her. Everything looks fuzzy and it's driving me crazy. I didn't like it when it looks fuzzy. For you guys, it doesn't look fuzzy to me because I'm looking at it straight on, but for you guys, it's looking a little fuzzy. And a little bit of red on her lips. And then her hair. I'm going to start with the dark brown. And then let's use rust. I did a boo-boo. That was not her hair. This is not hair. This is bonnet. So we just undo the boo-boo. I love erasers. All right. Now her bonnet, we're going to do pink. And I must have pink out somewhere. There it is. For our, so I need pink and I need, I think ballet slippers is too light. So salmon, pink, and bubble gum, I think. Actually, what's this one? Let's do coral red. Nope, punch. All right, so we're going to go in with punch. These are little flowers on her, or little areas on her bonnet. I'm not sure if they're ruffles or if they're flowers. It's not detailed enough for me to tell. The speed on my camera. Hold on. Okay. Well, hopefully that helps. Does that make it any better for you guys? All right, and then we're going to come in with pink. And then salmon. Like so. And then for her dress, we're going to do the punch down here on the belt area. Let's just do it pink. I was going to try to be fancy with it, but it's just not detailed enough to be overly fancy with it. So I'm using the punch in the dark areas. There's going to be white in the ruffles. That's the belt area there. And there's a ball in front of her here, so let's accommodate that. And the bells. Like that. Yes, I do. I have read it. I have read it. It's wonderful. Now I'm going through with pink. I've been reading it with Shannon Sprints. Little bits of it at a time. But I did finish it, so. Now to keep this separate and different than her hands and everything else, I'm going to use a lighter pink and then I'm going to go over it, the entire dress, with white. Just to keep the contrast between her bow and the dress. So we're going to use ballet slippers. And on the lace, we're going to use a little bit of cool gray. Now I'm doing the same thing that I did with Santa's ruffle, the fur lining of his jacket and everything else. Just putting in little dots. And then we're going to take the Prisma white and over her dress we're going to take that Prisma white and we're going to blend all the pink together. And try to avoid the bow. Because the bow is going to be a different color. And this will separate those pink colors so that it's not so bam in your face it's pink. Like so. And I know it just looks like bright white to you guys, but then we're going to come through here and we're just going to put in dots. So that it gets that lacy effect. Same with here. Alright. And then a bit of the gray. Just to fill in any areas that need to be a little darker. Like so. Alright, so there's our dolly done. I know it looks a little too bright for you guys, but I don't know what's going on with my camera and it's really ticking me off. So I'm just going to leave it be and just pretend it's perfectly fine. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so for the ball, let's do aquamarine. On the stripes here. And a little bit of pine. Okay, it's just my me then. It's as long as it looks good to you guys, because it does not look right to me. But it may just be my computer having a hissy fit. So like I said, I did some updates and it hasn't been happy since. So did some Windows updates as well as some OBS updates, and it's been acting funny. All right. And then we're going to take our plain white. So this is the Cray Art white. So then we're going to take a little bit of gray and put a shadow there. Like so. And up from here. And then a little tiny bit of Prisma white just to fill that highlight in a little brighter. Like so. Alright, now we've got about 8 minutes. So let's do Noah's Ark there, the boat. So let's start with dark umber. Okay, make sure you don't color over top of the hat of this one. Not quite sure what that is. I think that's part of her skirt. I think that's part of her skirt, so let's finish that because I obviously missed it. I'm going to color it as part of her skirt because it just doesn't look right any other way. I'm just going to blend that. I thought that edge looked a little strange. And then the salmon, no, I want ballet slippers. And a little bit of white. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's bothersome to me, but that's about it. I'm not important enough for that, so. As long as you guys can see it, that's all that matters, because I can see it right in front of me. It's you guys that have to see it on the camera. That's better. That's more like it. Alright, now we're going to take brown. that should be fun. And then I'm using rust. Sounds like a lot of work. Be careful, Yana. You're, you know, needing surgery on things. Be careful with what you're doing. Don't be overdoing it. Can't afford to fly out to Kentucky to kick you in the bum. Just saying. Just letting you know. It's not in the budget, so don't be doing it. There we go. And then we're just going to take our blender and I'm just going to very gently blend this. Don't press too hard on your blender on a grayscale because what it will do is it will move the color away from the grayscale and make the grayscale pop back out. So if you don't want that grayscale to pop back out, be very, very gentle with your blender stick, whether it's a blender pencil, um, any sort of blender solution. Be really careful because what it's going to do is it's going to move that color away from the ink from the grayscale and it will bring that grayscale back up to the top. So if you press too hard, you're going to end up having it look kind of muddy and we don't want that. All right, so that is it for today. I will be finishing this myself. Um, yeah, my computer is acting weird. I'll finish up the page myself. The background is going to be done the same way that the snow area on the rooftop was done. I will be adding the green underneath the branches here, a little bit of grays and blue-gray kind of colors in the sled runs here. Same with up on the mountains, a little bit of gray, a little bit of green, dark green, and then the night sky will be done the same way that she's got it done here in the grayscale, going from black to dark blue to a um, light color, black into gray into a light color coming up off of the land. All right. Let's see if we can get this to focus properly. There we go. So there it is. Like I said, she is pink. Ah, yes, the stickles holder. Della's stickles holder. Okay, so hopefully the camera will pick up the color properly for you. It is a red with purples and pinks and lots of different glitter colors in it. It's a purpley red, so kind of it's pretty. So this it will be shipped on Monday for you, Della. I have to get it boxed up and go through and clean up any extra threads. And like I said, the stickles just fit right in and hold in like that. Alrighty. And of course, anybody that wants to purchase any of my 3D printed art supplies that my husband has created for me, they are available on my coffee shop under the 3D print shop. All right, guys, so with that, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Now, one further note I will make a slight announcement is Monday is my first day at work for a full day. So I will keep you posted on if I'm able to stream or not on Monday. I might be a little exhausted. Sometimes having all that information thrown at you can be exhausting. So I will let you know if I will be streaming on Monday. I should be. I'm not seeing any issues with it, but I want to, err on this side of caution just in case I'm not able to. And we will be choosing a different page. I will finish this page on my own. All right, guys, with that, have a wonderful day, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, bye bye for now.